Hey guys, welcome back. So I was just tagged by Steve Donoghue to do the This and That book tag by Literary Gladiators. It's a series of 15 questions about a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Some are book related and some are not. And if you see me squinting, I apologize, but in order to avoid some of the glare off my glasses, I decided to go without. So a little bit of astigmatism here. First question, hardcover or paperback or ebook? I'm sure I've answered this question in a lot of different tags. Hard books are nice for collecting. They last longer. Paperbacks are just more comfortable for me to read. Ebooks are nice because if you take an e-reader with you, you have a lot of books on hand. But out of the three overall, I'd probably say my favorite would be paperbacks. Number two, American or British or translated world literature. I don't think I read a lot of translated world literature. I've read a few titles that I'm kind of consciously aware of. Same for British, I'm not really sure. I don't know, no big opinion on this one overall, I guess American. Number three, library or bookstore or online? Again, a question I probably answered quite a few times. I don't go into the library all that often, unless I'm just kind of bored or I'm checking out their library sale. Bookstore I'm in, at least 5 days a week, since I work in one. And then there's online shopping. Online shopping I don't do a whole lot of in terms of books unless I'm maybe wanting a specific edition of a book, maybe a British cover, then I have to go online to get that. But overall I prefer going into a bookstore. I like to pick up a book. I like to read the synopsis. I like to maybe read the first chapter or even the first paragraph to see if I like the writing, if it grabs me right away. If that first sentence sometimes will do it to you. So definitely a bookstore for that. Number four, a series or a trilogy or standalone. And I think quite some time ago on my channel I did a video about the series that I have started and yet to finish. And I think the count was well over 40. I mean, I had stacks and stacks of books in front of me. I think the problem with the series and trilogy sometimes is, you read that first book and it's pretty good. And then that second one kind of a bit of a nosedive sometimes. And then you just don't feel like going on. Or sometimes even that first book, it was just like an okay book and now you've started a series and you end up not continuing. It's got to be really good to make me want to keep going. Kind of like Kim Harrison's book, the series rather, the Hollow series. That was a 13-book series, but I liked it and I liked the characters and the storyline that it kept me engaged. But because most of them fail to pull me along into to completing the whole thing, I'd say standalones are something I prefer. One and done. Okay, squinting along here. Number five, science fiction or fantasy or horror. I don't read a whole lot of fantasy. I think I used to read a little bit more of that when I was younger. Science fiction has always been a favorite, and horror probably more recent. But if I had to choose, say, between science fiction and horror, I'd probably lean more towards science fiction. There's I think just more that you can do with it, more worlds you can create, traveling into the farther reaches of the galaxy, meeting all sorts of species and things. Look at Doctor Who and Star Trek and all those storylines that have been created. So I just find, I think, more enjoyment out of science fiction than horror. Ginsberg or Kerouac or Burroughs? I can easily answer that one. None of them. I've never read either of them. Yeah. Number seven, new or used? I don't mind used books. I definitely shop in used bookstores. But overall, in terms of ownership of them, I definitely would prefer a new book. Whitman or Frost, number eight. Again, no opinion, never read either one of them. Steve is going to be hollering at me right now. Number nine, Emerson or Thoreau. Never read either of them. Stop yelling, Steve. Jeez, I'll get around to them. Number 10, Gale or Peta. Oh, jeez. Hunger Games, here we come. Both characters are pretty good. If I had to choose one, I guess I'll go Gale. Just an overall good friend to our main character there. Number 11, craft book or cookbook. Again, don't know. Never read either kind of book. In terms of what would benefit me more, probably cookbook. I could definitely learn to, stand to learn to cook. Number 12, magic tricks or science experiments. Magic tricks are so frustrating watching them, trying to figure out how the heck they did it. They're entertaining, but I think overall science experiments I'd find much more interesting. Number 13, coffee or tea. Definitely prefer coffee. I'll drink tea once in a while, but generally the only time I'm drinking it is when I'm sick, so bad association, I guess, with tea. But yeah, I find coffee much more enjoyable drink and relaxing. 14, dogs or cats? Let's see. I guess I'd have to say dogs. Easy answer on that one. Okay, number 15, the final question. Hamburgers or hot dogs? One, you know what you're eating. The other one, you really haven't a clue. Which one do you want to put in your body? That's a tough question. I admittedly am not a vegetarian, so out of those two choices, I guess I'd have to go hamburgers. It is a weird tag, I gotta tell you. It is a little bit all over the place. It is a little bit of this or that. So yeah, thanks for tagging me, Steve. It was interesting. And yeah, I guess I gotta go shopping for some Ginsberg and Emerson and, I don't know, Whitman. We'll see. Maybe one day. Anyway, so yeah, if you guys enjoyed the tag, let me know. And if you haven't done it, I'm going to go ahead and tag you. So, see you guys next time. Bye-bye.